Happy DCA Day, Pulsicans. How are we doing today? I am feeling mighty fine myself. Hopefully, you guys are nibbling at some of these cheap prices. We're kind of getting a small dip today, nothing crazy, but I might put a little bit of money in. We will see. I think, guys, me personally, and once again, I don't give financial advice. I just do the internet who likes to speculate on his own money. But I think going into the election, I think that's going to be a big catalyst. The Richard Hart court case, might be a little bit of by the rumors on the news there. Obviously, we don't know the bulk of the information until December, at least if it's going to be dismissed or not, right? But man, the presidential election and who gets in office, there's going to be a massive rally in all crypto or not, right? It could be a big sell-off if we get some negative news. But going into November 5th, man, I think this is, kind of these last chance for these prices. I could be wrong. You could see another big sell-off after the presidential election, especially if the negative news do come. But I think this is it going in. So we might see a little bit more of a dip because we're October 22nd. So we got 2 weeks, 14 days, give or take. And so we could see some volatility in all markets leading into that date. And then once we kind of hit that date, well, anything can happen at that point. And I think it's going to be a lot of up only. But we'll see. Once again, I'm wrong before, and I'm not here to be right or wrong. I'm just here to make money. And this is the DeFi Crypto Alliance show, guys, where we're doing our best to bridge that gap between our real estate entrepreneurship community and our crypto bros, mainly the Pulse Chain community. You guys, because you guys make the show, and you guys are the best effing community in crypto, period. There is no second best. It's you guys and you guys only. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the secret chart. As we know, this is the chart that tells us if we're going to be scammed or not. And it's very telling because it's able to give us a gauge of where our ecosystem is against the biggest blue chip, right, in crypto. And that's going to be Ethereum. And I feel like Ethereum might have hit a local bottom. I could be totally wrong about that too. But when I saw the Uniswap FUD going around on Twitter, and they were talking about, oh my God, what's Ethereum going to be good for now? Uniswap is going away. I was like, oh, there's a bottom. And sure enough, it seems like ETH has caught a bid since then. And who knows if it holds. But once again, if November 5th is positive news, well, I think ETH's going to be just fine. So if we know that, we just need to compare ourselves against that. That's it. And we want to step out on the weekly. And we want to put on a line chart. So let's do that now. I'm going to show you guys. And we do this all the time. This is because, we want to keep things simple around here. And this is what you guys come here for. But this is going to be Pulse Chain, measured in Ethereum on the line chart. And it's having a bit of a correction because Ethereum is pumping right now. And Pulse Chain's taking a bit of a correction. Looks like we're catching a bid right now here on the, what is that? The 1 hour. So maybe we hit our local bottom. Who knows? But, look at this, guys. I mean, I don't know. This is a bottom formation like no other. This spells capitulation. And this is just coming back to retest probably, in my opinion, it might retest all the way back down to this level here. It could, right? Come down, and maybe that's like this next couple of weeks, right? Going into the November 5th. I don't know, right? And then we take off. But this is a massively bullish chart, in my opinion. In fact, one could argue, and I wish Hans was here, that this is almost like a W. You got your higher low here. But I don't know. I'm not that good of a TA guy. I just know that on the line chart, on the weekly, this is sexy as hell to me, and it's telling me that we are in the right place at the right time. And so are you guys. You guys are here along this journey with us where we're trying to create wealth through cryptocurrency and then create some some wealth preservation through real estate and other real world assets. And some news on that. We're going to have Chris back on the show probably next week or week after. It might be the week after. We're going to have Chris back on the show the week after. So guys, bring your questions about the trust. If you live in the United States, this gives you the access to be able to sell crypto, in the bull run. Not now. Don't sell now. It'd be stupid to sell now. God, buy now is the more smarter idea, right? That's what I'm looking to do. I'm like watching this very closely. I'm like, maybe I should send some money into Xerox Coast and start taking some nibbles again. But it gives you the capability of when the bull, when you're ready for that, you've made wealth creation through crypto, and now you're ready for some wealth preservation. Well, you could sell and then not pay taxes and go into real estate or oil and gas or business and merger acquisitions. We also have some very creative type real world assets. Like we have a gal who makes 40% a year on racehorses. She buys the racehorses. And then I don't know if she's she raises the money for the investors to buy the racehorses and then it averages 40% a year. It's wild. And so we get creative deals like that. And so you can go into deals like that and then hang out there during the bear market, still make money, preserve that wealth. And then when it's time to go back risk on, when Bitcoin hits its all-time bottom again, 1 year from the top, like it always does, and you want to go back in and maybe buy some Bitcoin or Ethereum, getting ready for some RH assets, you could do so and not pay any taxes. The taxes are deferred, right? We've had Chris on the show before. If you guys want to kind of watch that again, that was about a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago. We went deep in there, but we're going to start having them on maybe once a month or so, leading in. So that way we're all prepared. Because one of the biggest problems I saw, and not only in our community, but in every crypto as a whole, is that, there's not a lot of investment sophistication in crypto, right? Because it's such an early asset class. It really is that, people come in with a very lottery type mindset. They do make money, right? They make this crazy amount of money. Saw this last bull run, so many people got wealthy as shit. And then they lost it all in the bear market and they round tripped their bags. And then they're about to go through it all over again. And it's because they didn't have a plan in place, right? They didn't have a plan. They didn't have a strategy. They didn't know what they're going to do. I sell my crypto, then what? And some people did that too. They sold and they pulled it out in the real world and they went and bought Lamborghinis and they went to nightclubs and they did hookers and blow and then they're broke. Really, guys, $1 million does not go a long ways if you're out there partying it up and living that kind of lifestyle. I promise you, $1 million don't do shit. And so a lot of that in the crypto space, not just in our space, the pulsing community, or the hex community, but in the actual entire space, we saw a lot of that. So you got to have a plan in place, man. That's the thing. You want to have want to strategize this for a wealth preservation, hand down to our kids type, generational wealth. I always say, and I'll say it again on the show, I feel like in every family lineage, there is that one person appointed by God to change the trajectory of your family tree, to break the chains, the curse of mediocrity for your generations to come after you. And so I feel like everybody here in this community has been appointed the one, right? I know I am the one in my family. There's no two ways about it. And so I feel like all you guys are, because you're here, you're leaning in, you believe, and you're able to use the highest appreciating asset class known to mankind. And God, how else can you, this is crazy, right? You are the one, you're here, lean in, use this, do it, change the trajectory of your family tree, be the one, right? And it's super powerful. And so I am here for it. So what's going on with you guys? We got 68 you guys watch. Some of you guys watching over on Twitter, do me a favor, come over and smash the likes, subscribe on YouTube, and then you can go back and watch on Twitter. That's fine. I'm okay with that. It's just that, it helps the algorithm boost us up to the giving this good word out to all of crypto and everybody we get on board that we're so passionate about. Other announcements. We're going to be having Sergey back on probably in a week and a half. or so. It was like 2 weeks from the time he was on. So maybe it's a week now. I'm not sure. I have to look at the calendar, but like we're going to talk about all the details of the Hex Awakening in Peru event. That's going to be an absolute blast. Want to get, 20 Hexakin Pulsakins together and go out to Peru and stay at Sergey's, little thing he's got going on there. It's a retreat type place in the Peruvian mountains, which will be freaking sick. And just enjoy life, love life, have awakening moments. And I think it'll be really good for all of us. And that will be April 1st is what we're shooting for right now. That's not set in stone, of course, right now at this point. But we're still, kind of going through all the details. And it'll cost them around $2K. I'm not making no money on it, guys. So like, whatever, like, come hang out, DM me. This is not for me to make money on. I am just the megaphone for him, helping him out. And I want to go and participate and hang out with you guys and have these moments and time with you. Awesome. It'd be so much fun. So cool. Let's go to the chat and see who's here. Not a lot of people watching today. Only got 76. Usually I'm over 100. Could be because it's a red day. It's really funny, guys. It's true. When green days are happening, my viewer count is much higher than red days. Red days, people are like, they're fudded out. They don't feel good, and so we'll see. What's up, Kaisa? Man, my man, the myth, the legend here is back. I am super stoked to see you, man. I hope you and your family are doing good. I'm glad to see you producing a little bit of content again. I know you were at a lot going on, and so you stepped away. And what a time for you to step away, man. That was a good time to step away. Wasn't like we went and did anything, right? Like it was a bunch of freaking volatility. A lot of down, a little bit of up, and then some more down. That's all you missed, man. You missed. So, man, welcome back. You provide a lot of value to the community. If you guys aren't following Kaiser over on Twitter, I'd highly recommend doing it. He's always reposting like the nuggets from all the streamer shows. So that way, if you don't want to watch the whole show and you just want to know what nuggets they talked about that day, man, this guy does good work. So go subscribe to his Twitter. It is awesome. DJ Pollywood Win, what up, bro, man? What's up? How are you doing? Are you outside skating around, man? Puerto Rico, it's beautiful. A little humid, but beautiful outside. So, Condor, good day to all. Good day to you, sir. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate you. Sal the Crypto Foo. One last swig. Yeah, man, let's go, bro. Like, if you want to give me a dip before the November 5th, like I don't like it, but I got to dig deep into my bank account. I'm going to throw a freaking bullet at it, man. I'm going to do it, right? Like, and depending how deep we go is depending how much I'm going to throw at it, right? Like today, I just wired in 5K. I was like, I'll throw 5K in. Keep it nice and conservative right now because, I want to see what's going to happen. I'll hold it on chain for a little bit. And if we keep going down, man, I'll wire another 10, another 15. Keep sell it down, guys. Please give us one last shot to get in before the election comes. And then after the election, guys, it's like we're going to the holidays. We go into, Thanksgiving, we go into Christmas. And then during that time, that's usually a very bullish time of the year or part of the cycle, right? The analyst, and I'm not an analyst by any stretch of the measure, full disclosure. My TA sucks. That's why I put it on the line chart and I put it on the weekly. And I'm like, okay, I can make sense of this. But I do know some supports and resistances. I know how to use Fibonacci, stuff like that. A lot of analysts through Fibonacci's and actually looking at other cycle theory is that we should have our next altcoin season top anywhere from December to February-ish of next year, right? And that kind of lines up with the presidential election coming in. We're going to see some FOMO, I think. I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm just a dude on the internet. You see some FOMO going into these, after if we get the good news, right? If we don't get the good news, then it's like we just carry on like normal. Maybe we have a sell off, but then like we just kind of start slowly picking back up, But one last swig, bro. Let's go. Come on, please give it to me. I mean, I dare you. Go. I'll put money in. Hex Glenn, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Oh, my man, Dylan, bro, what up? You guys had a good Twitter space this morning. I was able to tune in a little bit while I was taking my daughters to school, which is really cool. That Buck has kind of the same theory that I had. It wasn't because of like he kind of put the pieces together with the macro like he always does, right? That's what he follows and loves, with the presidential election and Trump and everything. And then like I was just like, we've been talking about this in our community, like, hey man, the next altcoin season top should be somewhere in December to February. And that was like, he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell in February. I'm like, well, yeah, of course, because it's gonna be the freaking local top. Then you're gonna have an 80% dip, and then you're gonna have your last freaking go in the middle or towards the end of next year. So, but it was a good space. And actually, these guys, I don't know if it was recorded. If it was recorded, Dylan, they go back and rewatch it because you guys launched a new protocol, which is really cool. Very innovative, very new to the crypto space. I think like Polygon has got something that's very similar, but it's not not that good. But you could basically, guys, place bets, and maybe I'll bring Dylan on sometime, and we'll do a whole show about it, and we can kind of like go through and talk about it. And, it seems like everyone, I know everyone in this community loves making bets. We make bets with Eric Wall, we make bets with each other, like it's crazy. Like and now they what Buck did is he created a protocol where you could go in and make bets and create a marketplace, a natural marketplace where you have bids and offers on each side, and and be like something stupid like, I know Dylan loves this, like Pete I to $1, right? I don't think it's gonna go down. Stupid, but the narrative's there, right? The narrative's there. So, fuck, I don't know who's gonna bet you, Dylan, but man, that's easy money. You let me know. I might actually jump on that bet on Dylan's side. If there's a marketplace there for that, like, oh my god. Pete I to $1, and there's gonna be a marketplace of that. Holy crap! Like, and so it could be anything like that, right? It could be like he was talking about, like it could be something as crazy as like, oh, is Richard Hart gonna tweet Trump before November 5th or something like that? Like little details like that, and then you would have bids and offers set up on the protocol, which is really cool, man. I'd never heard of anything this in the crypto space, me personally, and then like. Yeah, of course, there'll be stuff around the presidential election. It's a given. And then, from my understanding, you even get like I don't know how this is going to work. Like this is some crazy, game theory, but you get like a LP token or something for your bet. Like you put your bet in, and then I don't know what you go there and create liquidity, I guess. And maybe people can buy the LP, but why? Why would you buy that token that represents the pool or the market over there when you just go participate? I don't know. There's still stuff I don't understand about it. So maybe we'll have you on, Dylan, and do like a walkthrough, kind of fun. And yeah, I'm all for it, man. And because this could bring some more eyeballs over to Pulse Chain. Look at all these freaking idiots betting against each other. And there's some not that's what outside people are thinking, not me. Like I didn't mean that idiots, you guys. I mean outside people are thinking that. But there's a lot of big money here. I could see some like really big money going through this freaking thing, like $50,000 bets, $20,000 bets, maybe even more. Who knows? Like, there's a lot of big money here, and yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be fun. I am for it, good sir. You guys keep on building over there because it's the builders who I really tip my hat to, because you guys are the ones who drug us through the bear market, man. The absolute bloodiest time when the SEC was ripping us apart. The reason why Pulse Chain survived was because of the builders and the community. Hands down. Hex Coiner, good to hear your thoughts. Hey, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. It's my thoughts. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I could be totally wrong, and everything go to zero tomorrow. I don't know, dude. But it's what I believe. It's what I know in my heart. So, yeah. That's the thing. Fixing the roof, man. You're out fixing a roof. That shit sucks, dude. I hope you live in a place that has good weather. In Arizona, when I was flipping houses, I was never the one to get on the roof and fix it. 120-degree weather, man. I'll pay the contractors to go up there all day. Uh, no bueno. Matty B just finished a roof job, more dry powder ready to scoop. Oh man. Oh, good. Oh, so you own your own business, Matty B? If you do, man, more power to you. I love it. This is for entrepreneurs. We love entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur. Our whole communities are entrepreneurs. And that's awesome, man. Go out and I always say, create more value in the real world. But here's how it goes. If you guys want to 10x your portfolio in the bear market, then you need to go out and figure out how to 10x your value in the real world to your fellow man and woman. So that way that value brings back 10 times more money, and then you can put it in crypto and leverage and 10x your life. That's how that works. That's how that works. But you have to start by leading with value. Now, some of you guys have been around, multiple cycles, have a lot of money in crypto. Maybe you made a lot of money in Hex and you're able to still bring in stable coins from there. But people like me, I came in, a Hex 30 cents. Ugh. So the way I have been DCAing heavily and continue to build DCA is by providing value and that's, earning that money. So very important. Let's go, roofers. Let's do it, man. If it makes you money, let's freaking absolutely do it. Wow, 5K, a little bullet. That's dude. It's I don't know. I don't know what a little or big bullet is in this community anymore. I mean, there's a lot of money out there that's way bigger than me, dude. Way bigger than me. But man, yeah, we got to make sure because we've been dipping. But man, I'll go up to 20 if this shit keeps on going down, man. Let's go, man. I tell you guys, I'll tell you a little story. I had about 60 racks put aside for paying Uncle Sam this year because I owed them for 2023 taxes of my business because my Act 60 in Puerto Rico doesn't, I moved to Puerto Rico in 23 and then I got the Puerto Rico LLC set up towards the end of 23. And so like I had to pay for like 10 months of taxes when I was in Arizona. Well, even though it's out here, but that LLC, right? It's actually a Utah LLC because it's Danes, but I was living in Arizona for a long time. Anyways, so I owed $60K and I had to put it aside. I'm like, all right, well, I'll pay these assholes, be done, and I can go on my life, and unfortunately, maybe I won't DCA for a couple months, whatever. And my accountant, he reached out to me. He's like, hey, or my CPA, he's like, hey, you were in Puerto Rico in 23. You got your LLC set up in 23. You were in Puerto Rico in 24 when Hurricane Beryl nicked us. Hurricane barely nicked us and went over to, Cancun in Texas. And he's like, you can wait until February 2nd to pay your taxes. I was like, let's go. It's going into Pulse Chain. That's so irresponsible in the right way. Well, that's true story. I was like, Dad, Uncle Sam's money going bullshit then. And I'll figure out when I get closer to February how to pay him, if that's the case. One chill. Oi, Koi, what's up? Have you seen Hocus Pocus? Yeah, it's been out for a while, man. I mean, it was a coin pumping. They also have like a NFT marketplace. In fact, the Fast Abdul came on Friday and fucking dropped some alpha. You guys go watch that show about the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs and how Pulse Chain becomes like a retail type chain. Like it's a long stretch bet that you're placing, but they're so cheap. Like there's only so many of those Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, and if the NFTs have a section of the cycle where they're actually going parabolic this time around, then I mean, and Pulse Chain does well, half as well as we think it's going to do, those things could be worth some serious money. And it's like the way why I thought of that is because their NFT markets where I bought a couple of them, Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. So 5-minute chart, hold off on your DCA, broken through support. We're going down to Goblin Town. Man, what level should I be looking for? Go ahead and post. And not financial advice. I won't hold you to it. I promise. Just give me some ideas where you think could be some good nibbling. Very curious. Very curious. The 5-minute chart, BTC. I think he's talking about Pulse Chain, man. I mean, we definitely, saw some red candles this morning. I know we were kind of catching a little bit of a bid there when I showed the chart, but yeah, not recorded. Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's maybe have you on then, and then that way we can start like shopping the stuff around to the community, right? Not everyone's on that Twitter space. It was great. But yeah, I think this protocol is cool, dude. Like, I'll probably end up riding along on, some money on some of these stupid bets, like Pete dollar. I gotta take the other side of that. Although the odds part, like if there's any odds, that'd be interesting how this was gonna work. Like if the odds of it are so low, like I'm sure the payout is that how it's gonna work? Like in Vegas, like if you bet, on a football game, your payout is reflected by the odds of the team winning, right? Like, and so one of this is gonna be similar. Like I only get paid like 70% or 50% of my money or what I bet if PI goes $1 or even worse, right? I don't know. We'll have to see how that works. It's coming November 5th, man. It's right around the corner, man. 2 weeks, dude. 2 weeks. I'm still getting familiar with it as I just learned about it today. Why does Buck wait? He does that with you too. He waits to the Twitter spaces to drop all the information on you too. It's like crazy. But yeah, decentralized bets, man. It's pretty cool, man. I like it. I like it a lot. And you can bet with the P die. Yeah. If you got a big bag of it, like, and here's the thing that oh my God, this kind of blew my brain. Like, if you have a big bag of P die, and obviously, I think PI will pump, right? Like the narrative's strong. There's a lot of people the narrative. Like you could use you could bet PDI, and I mean you can use the gains that kind of like offset the bet. It's like Eric. He's got the other side of the bet because he holds the coins, right? Like if Pulse Chain goes to sack price, or what is it, 10x above sack price, he has enough. That bet with KDP, guys, is what I'm referring to. But he has enough in Pulse. I believe he's a smart dude. He has enough impulse to sell to pay a KDP where basically he's not going to, it's a no bet. You can do bets like this on here. It's interesting to think through. Appreciate the kind words. Absolutely, Kaisa, anytime. And thank you for the commitment to this ecosystem community. We appreciate your passion, daily streams. Please keep it up. I will, good sir. Absolutely will. I'll be out of the hopper next week, though. I think the first 3 or 4 days we've got another real estate event that we are going to. Actually, no, this one's not a real estate event. This is a business. These are all business owners, so not necessarily they might own real estate, but that'll be good. It will be good. What are you buying, man? Same shit I always buy, dude. Man, I'm always buying like the cores. Maybe I might take another nibble at Solid X. It's freaking taking a dip today. I don't know. Actually, let me look at this. The chart pulls up. There we go. Let me see if I can share this Solid X dip. It broke through its support. Do you see here? I thought it was a triple bottom. One, 2, 3, and then it broke down. So I don't know where this number is going to go to. Be interesting to see. But I wouldn't mind putting another bullet in this. Yeah, we'll see. So that's one I'm watching. Another one I'm watching. Actually, guys, I'm probably going to participate in the Alti protocol that Steph is doing. I'm going to try to have him come on the show Thursday and explain more about it. I was trying to read the white paper. It's very confusing. I mean, I made sense of about 80% of it, but that's one I'm going to be participating in whenever that goes. So nothing huge. I mean, these are like things I put in my 10% lottery bucket, right? Be doing Alti because I like what's going on over there. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now, man. But man, mainly the blue chips, dude. Like Pulse X, Hex. Depending on if Hex gets wrecked enough, I mean, I might go bigger on Hex this time around. I don't know. If Hex gets wrecked enough, to go in, man. Top up my bag. Top it up, man. It ain't going nowhere. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I actually grew up in life. Literally, man. Yeah, it changed me mentally, spiritually, physically and financially. Inside out, man, completely turned me around. Yeah, best thing ever happened to me. I almost want to DCA outside the RH ecosystem. Yeah, man, it's not bad taking some, exposure somewhere else if you want to, but nothing is doing good, right? But that could be a good thing to DCA. If you were looking for exposure somewhere else, everything's dipping. There's nothing. I mean, Ethereum's doing, I think Ethereum and I think even Bitcoin was going down this morning, if I remember right. But yeah, I mean, I have a few coins over on Ethereum. I have a few gaming coins. Like I said, I don't go too far out. I venture out a little bit. I keep it in that 10% lottery bucket. I'll be participating in Alti. That's on Ethereum. Yeah, I have Titan X. Man, how's Titan X doing? Are they getting wrecked today? I cannot stand that founder, but I own the coin because you don't have to like the founder to make money. I'm here to make money. So that's the whole point. Let me see if I can bring this price chart up, man, because it was starting to get wrecked last night when I went to bed, and I was like, man, I probably should sell. It's not going to pull up for me, guys, because I'm streaming. I'll take a look at it here later. So, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, man. I mean, like I said, I have like 95% of my portfolios in the RH assets. So, base, that's it, man. When we do the next rap song, bro, we might need it here soon to call the bottom again. Taylor Holla, how we doing, Taylor? And bad crypto. I knew we were going to have a big correction on how bullish everyone has been. Wells use our bullishness as it could. Yeah, sure, man. It's part of the markets, right? It's part of markets. So, and I've gotten actually an okay. I'm not the greatest at it, but I've gotten a point where I can get a gauge whether or not I should be taking some exposure off. Maybe selling a little bit or even buying. Like that's why when I put it today and people are starting to get all fudded out. They're all I'm seeing it, right? People are crying. Like, maybe I should get ready to buy again. So yeah, Twitter's a great gauge for that. Paul's at around 40% from all-time low. Let's go. Bring it down a little bit more. I don't mind, man. My target, hey man, that's perfect, bro. Here's what I am doing. I am writing that target down. That means so when it hits around that area, then it's all the assets follow suit. But I'm writing the number down, bro. And I won't hold you to it, man. I am not gonna hold you to it. I might DCA a little bit before that, just in case. But that's a 618. Yeah, that's the Fibonacci. Where in the real world, these things are everywhere in nature and they hold true. And it happens, even more so, or even as much so in crypto. So, yeah. Not back below a penny. Yeah, I think there's a lot of strong support and I'm sure a 5-minute chart can back it up around the decimal 0.85 or I'm sorry, that'd be 8 cents. Decimal 0.085. Am I right? No. Yeah. Decimal 0.85. Yeah. 8.5 tenths of a cent, right? Right under a penny. So I think the best place to DC in the pulse is when BTC hits 65. That's a good point too. Just following the granddaddy and figuring out what's going on with the greater markets. It's not a bad strategy. The Ascending Man, DJ Roundtable, good day, my man. Hey, my man, appreciate you tuning in. You guys got a great show too. If you guys aren't watching the DJ Roundtable show, it's a great show. These guys are mainly Pulsicans, which is great. And yeah, they get some good alpha over there. So PDI, the easy 350EX, Richard got it in the main liquidity provider. Just a matter of timing before Richard pushes a maker pro. Here you go, Dylan. All of them, I bet you. He took over the governance. All the pieces are coming together. It's too far-fetched for me, good sir. It's too far-fetched. I mean, I hope you're right. Like, can you imagine if that shit were to happen? Holy crap. Oh, my God. It would be all over crypto news. It would be like the best marketing ever. I just don't see it, man. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of guys. If you check the on-chain data, that hold hundreds of millions of PDI. So it's just those guys are in a Jeep. Just made a tweet about a little thought I had about Hex is pumping because the case and pulse is lagging because we need more time to win before. This is, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, this is what the new platform is for. Let's go get it. So easy. 250. Bet me. Dylan will take the bet. He will. I seen him in the back Telegram rooms trying to bet everybody. He even tried to bet a couple of my guys. My guys are like, no, they don't believe it either. They'll talk like they believe it, but you know how that goes. So, well, cool guys. I am going to hop off. We will be here tomorrow. I'm going to have Zero X Steph on Thursday. Hopefully, that's still tentatively tending. I'm going to talk to Dylan. We're going to have Dylan on. We got Sergey coming back on next week. We got Chris, the tax strategist, coming back on. A lot of things on the calendar for you guys, and we're going to try to bring as much value to you as we possibly can. I appreciate all of that you guys do as a community, especially the builders. You guys are amazing. And the guys who didn't sell, who are diamond hand, people who create content like Kaisa. I mean, all you guys are amazing. Let's see what I want to see what's going on here. Dylan, it's far-fetched, but we can't deny Richard is going to try to push it, and he's got the money. I mean, Oliver's saying it's far-fetched, but yeah, bet a small bullet, man. It'll be fun. So, all right, guys. Well, you have a good day, and I will see you mañana. Peace.